Hey everybody, just got my bike back today, about an hour ago. Got it off the rack, and I kind of wanted to go over what happened with the bike. I'm sure a lot of you might have known if you're on the Sondors Facebook group, the mid-drive owners group. But basically, the noise that was in the video before was the rear hub, the bearings going out on the rear hub. And that was actually what happened to the original hub. So I do anticipate that this will happen again unless they've given me an upgraded hub. I just wanted to kind of fill you in on that. While I was there, if you notice, the tires, they've changed. I had them put on some new tires that I bought, since my old ones were, the back ones were kind of worn, had a little bit over 1,000 miles on them, and they just seemed like they were getting there. The tread was pretty far down. Maybe I'm a little bit rougher on this bike than most people. I do ride it quite a bit for exercise, but I wanted to give you an update on that. It was the bearings again, just like the first one, not the paws. So he has the original hub, and he's gonna see if he can source some better bearings. He's going to see if he can double wall the bearings, maybe by removing a spacer. I don't know a whole lot about that. I'm going to leave that in his hands. It might be fruitless, but if he finds something that turns out to be of use, I will share it with everyone. But I also thought I would take this time to kind of show you the bike and some of the things that I've changed on it. Obviously, the tires. I went with the Marathon. I think these are called Moto X. They are 27.5 by 2.8, and they have Tannis armor inside, and they're also Stan's no flats in them. So he didn't have any problem putting these on, and actually he said because he was changing out the hub, he wanted to relace the wheel. So he put the tire on. Since he had to take the tire off, he put the new one on for me at a discount. Same with the other one at a discount. I think he did it for $10 a piece. He laced the wheel for $70. So I don't think that it was actually not bad for labor costs. I have the rack and fenders installed on my bike that I did in another video myself, and those have been holding up really well. And I think in the last video my chainring was off, and what he was saying was the chainring originally, when I got the bike, it was hitting, and he says I may hear a little bit of rubbing on it, but he got some chainring bolts that kind of spaced it out a little bit more, and to make the back line a little better. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the chain line is supposed to be better. I'm also in the wrong gear to show you a straight chain line, but he really took a look at the chain line and thinks he got it really good now. So hopefully all of that will help with the chain wear, the cassette wear. I also had the cassette changed. So there's an 11 to 34 instead of a 14 to 28 on this now. I don't really ever use the 11 speed or the 11 cog chain. I do use the first chain, the 34. So that should ease up on the torque that the bike gives on the back wheel. So hopefully that'll make the bearings last longer. I just don't really have a need to go super fast. I'm doing it for exercise, and to me, if I'm going 20-25 miles per hour on pedal assist 5, then, and my heart rate's good, and I need to kick it into 7th, I just don't see a reason of just kicking the pedal assist down to 4 and working harder to get back up to that speed. So that's the whole purpose of the bike, and just getting a little bit extra power on its own when I do need it. So I'm totally fine with keeping it out of that 7th gear, the 11. I really like keeping it in the 5th gear. So that gets me around 20 miles per hour and really good cadence. So what else have I done? I have a different seat post. That's the Thud Buster Long Travel, which supports my weight. The short one does not. This will go up to 330 pounds. The short travel I think does 250, and I'm right about 300. I'm pushing actually over a little 300 right now, working on that. But this has been great with this seat. I had another seat before, and I ended up changing it back to the original seat that came with the bike because on long rides, this combination is great for me. I love this. I'm not a fan of those big, thick seats because of the way I ride. So really good combination. The pedals are the original pedals. I have a extension on the forks to bring this up, and I actually have a smaller handlebar stem here. This is, I think it's only about this long instead of this long. Hope that makes sense, but it's about an inch shorter. And I moved all that over myself, just so my seating position, my riding position is a little better. And got a mirror on, you can see, adjustable. I can pretty much get it wherever I need when I ride. I have to adjust it usually the first time I ride, but it has a really good, it stays on in the correct position while I'm riding. It's just sometimes when I put it away in the garage, it hits something. I have the, I think it's called ESI foam grips. This really helps with like the numbness in my hands because they absorb a lot of shock. I moved the throttle to the left a long time ago. I'm just always used to using the left hand as the throttle. Got a cup holder. This holds my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker that I use to listen to music on, and that's charging right now. You know, I got the display, got my phone holder, and then I changed out the shifter from the grip shifter to a trigger shifter, which let me use full-size grips. And I love this. The guy at the bike shop put this on for me. He routed it through the brake cutoff, or the gear sensing cutoff. So the bike shop that I work with, they do amazing work, I believe. So really happy with what they do. They adjusted all the brakes for me, all the shifting again. Took it for a test drive. Everything looks good. And he told me to bring it back in about 40 miles, 50 miles to see if the wheel is still true afterwards, after it breaks in a little bit. But really happy with the results. Can't wait to go for a ride again, but probably not going to be this weekend since I've got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. But hopefully Monday, Tuesday, maybe late Sunday, I can go for a ride. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll keep you updated if I have any problems with the bike. I'm also recently a big fan of disc golf, and my son and I have been going on the weekends. We actually have a disc golf, you know, outing planned for Sunday morning before it gets too hot. And if you want to see some amateurs throw some discs, then stay tuned for that video. My son's gonna record me since I'm gonna keep him off of the camera. I think he's a little too young to be on the internet with, you know, his face on the internet, especially with other people on the internet that could be, you know, turning it into something abusive. So but yeah, I'm gonna throw some discs around and use it to check my form. And if you're into disc golf too, or you just want to see what it's about, check that out. I'm probably gonna record that Sunday, or he's gonna record it. He wants to be the cameraman. So anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like this. And